Hey YouTube. Sorry it's been 2 weeks since I've done a video. I haven't been finding anything at garage sales at all, really. I found one item in the past 2 weeks. First, last weekend was Memorial Day weekend and there were like no garage sales whatsoever. I can't go on Fridays, which I think is where my main problem is because most garage sales start on Fridays, and since I have to work Fridays, I can't go. And so on Saturdays, most of the good stuff's already gone. I get up super early. Most garage sales here start around 8 a.m. I'm usually up at like between 4 and 5 because I work at 5 on my work days. Um, but soon I will have Fridays off, Fridays and Saturdays, so I will be able to do that, thankfully. But anyway, I've only got one item from the past 2 weeks from garage sales. Yesterday I went and there were a couple of neighborhood garage sales, which are the ones really to go to, I think, because you can park your car and you can go to like 5 of them in a row, just walk around. Plus you get a lot of walking in, which is good. It was really hot yesterday, but I've been going with friends every single weekend, so it's been fun, even though I haven't been finding things. But I did pick up this Atlantic Media Rack. This one holds 130 CDs, or 90 DVDs, or 105 Blu-rays, which is nice because I can always use more shelves. And it was only $5, and these are typically like, I think usually at Best Buy, I want to say they're like 25 to $30 brand new. So not a bad deal, and it's still in the box, easy to assemble, and I can use those either for my movies or I can put all my PlayStation 1 games on there and make more room for PlayStation 2, which I think I'm running out of shelf space for. Anyway, the big deal, 2 weeks ago, I decided I was going to get a new phone because I still had the Galaxy S5, and that was like coming up on like 5 years old, and the battery was terrible, storage was terrible, even though I had an SD card. A lot of the updates and apps and stuff would not go on an SD card. So 16 gigs does not go a long way, especially today. And it was time, and they had a gift card offer at the place I work, Sam's Club. We had a $250 gift card offer with an upgrade, and I got the Galaxy S9, which is incredible. I love it so far, so much faster. Obviously, like, I don't have lag issues, don't have storage issues, camera's really nice, but $250 gift card. So, and I can use that at Walmart too, but we had what I wanted at Sam's, and it was like $5 cheaper than it would be elsewhere. So I figured it was time for me, since now I'm out of debt and I reached all my goals, I'm not struggling anymore. It's time for me to pick up what I sold last year, and that is a Nintendo Switch. So I paid $50 plus tax on this, which is awesome, and I'm glad to have it again. I also told myself that I was not going to buy multiple games at the beginning. I'm going to try to play as much as I can of every game that I get. So until I beat this game, I will not be purchasing another one. But so this is what I went to. I went ahead and went to GameStop, and I got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which is awesome. Actually, I gave it a lot of shit when it got announced and stuff. I thought it was going to be really dumb, but then I went and played my mom's copy of it, and I'm like, wow, this is basically Pokemon Yellow, but it's a remake. And while you don't really battle Pokemon like you did originally, it's a lot easier, a lot quicker to level up. And I'm one of those types of people who likes to level up every single Pokemon that I have, and I like to catch one of every type. So it takes a while. It definitely takes a while, but I've been playing it and I really like it a lot. Happy to have it, and I did not pay full price for it because I still have the Elite Pro membership, which does not exist anymore, and it's about to expire. Once it expires, I can only get the regular one again. So it was like 43 bucks, which is awesome. And I went ahead and picked up a case for it, and everybody tends to have the same cases, but I decided I'd get this one because it was cheaper. It was cheaper than the other ones, and it's Donkey Kong, and I like Donkey Kong a lot, so why not? It's really cool. It's got a little banana zipper. Of course, this is, where I keep this, but these are really nice, and I mean, these are kind of the standard ones. Most of the cases are like this, like the Breath of the Wild and the Mario ones are like this, but they have little cases to hold your Switch games, which is really nice. And well, that doesn't work the way I want it to. I'm not going to bother with that, but still really cool. I don't have a live membership just yet, or not the live, but the online membership, which I will get eventually, but I know I'm going to spend so much time playing Tetris 99 that it's going to be ridiculous. So I'm not going to do that right now. But I also did see that they had a pop figure, and I don't collect pops anymore. Most of them I'm kind of selling off. But when I see one that I actually really like because I like the character, I will get it. And I didn't know they made these, but they made Persona 5 pops, which is really awesome because I love Persona 5. It's one of my favorite PS4 games, and Joker was who I had, but they also had Morgana and everybody else. So, which honestly, I personally hate Morgana. I think that cat's annoying, but so that's what I got, and I don't know if I'm gonna be picking up too much because I'm trying to save money. I want to take several trips, and I mean, if I find stuff at garage sales, I'm gonna get them because it's usually like $1 for like games, most places anyway, or even 50 cents. But if I find good deals, I'll get them. But I'm not gonna go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. And I think the next game I will get is Breath of the Wild because I need to fully play through that game. So once I'm done with Let's Go Pikachu, then I will be buying Breath of the Wild. And once I'm done with that, then maybe I'll get a couple more games. Couple of games I'm looking forward to getting are digital only right now, but Cuphead and Moonlighters. Moonlighters is like, apparently it's kind of like a dungeon crawler, but I think you are like running a store, so everything that you find from the dungeons you use to sell in your store, which is, I don't know if my camera just froze. Okay. But it seems like it's kind of like Stardew Valley and a dungeon crawler. It's a single player game, but it looks pretty awesome. Also, obviously, Tetris 99. I will also be playing all the classic games like Kirby's Adventure and all those games on there because you can do save states. And let's be honest, there are a lot of games that I'm not very good at when it comes to the games that are older than 64 and PlayStation 1 era. So, which, I mean, a lot of people aren't good at them. There are some people that, I mean, but they grew up with them and they practiced a lot. So. And then E3 is coming up next week, which is awesome. I can't wait for E3. I don't really have any predictions maybe a new Fable game, if they do release a new Fable game. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough reason for me to buy an Xbox One or not. I personally, I'm sticking with Nintendo and Sony. I did love the 360, don't get me wrong, but Microsoft, honestly, I haven't had any exclusives that made me say, oh, I gotta buy this system. I love Halo too, but Halo 5. Maybe Halo Guardians, we'll see how it ends up being, but unless the next generation, because it's almost that time, it's probably not a good idea for me to get an Xbox One. Unless it like drops in price dramatically. Or if I get a 4K TV and I want a 4K player, might as well get that because it's not much more than a 4K player is to play discs. Anyway, also I pre-ordered Link's Awakening. That's the only game I pre-ordered for the Switch. I also probably will be pre-ordering Luigi's Mansion 3 and Animal Crossing, definitely those two. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more once E3 comes around. I hope they announce a bunch of stuff that we don't know about. I hate it when E3 comes and all they talk about are the games that we already have been following for like a year or two that we know are coming out. I like new announcements. Those are what get me excited. So, not sure when my next video will be. Maybe I'm hoping next weekend, if there's enough to talk about from garage sales or whatever, or you know, maybe a follow-up on E3. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.